Alright, it's time for your math test. I'm going to go over the things you're supposed to do, so make sure you pay attention before you get started. Your test is in your workbook and it starts on page 251. The whole first page comes from this chart up here that gives you the data about the number of roses people picked. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take that data and put it into a picture graph. Remember, a picture graph uses circles to show the data. You're going to need a title and you're going to need the people. The second thing is a bar graph. You're going to do the same data as a bar graph. You need the same title, same people, your scale. Remember to start at 0 and then color in your bars. On the next page, you're going to answer the question about this picture graph. It's asking about Paula and Ronaldo. It says Paula has blank more or fewer strawberries than Ronaldo. So it's not asking just how many does Paula have or how many does Ronaldo have. It's asking, when I look at how many Paula has and I look at how many Ronaldo has, does Paula have more or fewer? I'm going to circle one and then however many more or fewer she has. Now, 4 through 6, we did not really do these during this unit because I wanted to focus on the graphing and the time. So you do not have to do 4 through 6. You can do 4 through 6 if you want, but I'm not going to be grading 4 through 6 on this test. So the only thing on page 252 that you have to do is number 3, and make sure you write the number and circle the word. On page 253, all of these questions are about this bar graph. You have another blank more or fewer question. You have how many animals are in the farm altogether. And then some of those kinds of word problems that we practice a whole bunch, they're kind of tricky. Some of them have 2 steps, so make sure you read them carefully. But all 5 questions on page 253 are about this bar graph, the animals at Mr. Brown's farm. And finally, page 254. This is your time. You're going to do those 6, 18 and 19, you need to circle the time that makes more sense. And you do not need to do number 20. So in order to complete this test, you need to make a picture graph and a bar graph from this information. You need to answer number 3, writing your number and circling the word. You need to answer all 5 of these questions that are about this bar graph. And you need to do numbers 12 through 19. Alright? Once you have completed your test, please submit it as a video in Seesaw. And it's really important that you have the paper as close up as you can where I can see everything. I love to see your faces, but for this, it's much more important that I see the paper than your face. If you want to show your face at the end, you can, but when you're submitting this, I need to be able to grade this. So please show the papers on the video as close to the screen as you can. And if you're going to move them up and down, you can't do it fast. You have to go slowly so I can read it. Thank you.